How you doing? I'm Charles Seed with Peoples Ford, and today we've got in the all-electric, brand new Mustang Mach-E. It's the first time in 55 years since Ford have reinvigorated the Mustang brand, and they've gone electric with it. Come on, let me show you around. Okay, so first impressions of this car, it's definitely a statement. This is the Ford Mustang Mach-E in its rapid red color scheme. Now, unlike in a traditional car where you'd have your engine in the front, this is all battery powered. If you take a look at the front here as well, you get the front headlights, which are tri-split match headlights at the rear of the car. And nestled in the middle here is you get the traditional Ford Mustang logo in. But that is the front end of the car. Now let me take you over and let me show you how these doors work. Okay, so now I've shown you through the front of this car, let me show you at the side. And one of the first things you're gonna notice all along the side here is there's no traditional handles. There is actually a handle, and it's just this little one on the side here. However, these doors are anything but traditional. There's actually 3 ways to open up these doors. The first is you just enter in a code into the center pad here, 4-digit pin, and it'll just open your door up. The second, you can actually connect your mobile phone to the Mach-E through the Ford Pass app. All you have to do is walk up to it, unlock it remotely, and the door will pop open for you. Or the final way, you can just use the everyday traditional key. Okay, so while I've got you at the front left passenger side of this car, let's talk all about the charging. And one of the biggest selling points about this Mustang Mach-E is its absolute phenomenal range. It'll do about 370 miles off a single charge. It's dead simple to charge. You just open the charging port here like so, and you can just stick it in overnight. And if you stick it in on a charge overnight, it'll take about 8 to 10 hours, or you can go and put it into a rapid charger. And what's amazing about the Mach-E is if you connect it to the Ford Pass app on your phone, you can get a cup of coffee, you can get a little bit of work done on your laptop, and your phone will actually notify you when you're done charging. Okay, so we're coming to the back of the Mustang now, and this is where it really sells it as a Mustang for me. You know, it's dominant, it's big, you're definitely gonna know about it. So you've got these muscular rear haunches which come down to the freeway split back headlights, which are straight from the sports car version. Now, the one we've got in the showroom today is an all-wheel drive version, but it does come in rear-wheel drive as well. And just looking at the back, a few more details. You know, you've got your Mustang logo in there, your reversing cameras, your parking sensors. You've got no exhaust, obviously, because it's all battery powered. When you come into the back here, you've got 400 litres of storage in the back. You can easily chuck in your kids' sports gear, your big shop, that sort of thing. You've actually got a little plug socket here at the back. And then to close the boot, you just click it there. And before I close it on you, just under there is where you've got all your charging gubbins and all that sort of stuff. Because the battery's on the bottom and you don't have the traditional engine in the front, you've got storage in the front, storage in the back, and unlike in a traditional car where you've got the exhaust lines running through the rear seats, it's a completely flat bed in the back. So actually, if anything, you get a ton of extra room in this Mustang Mach-E. Awesome, so I'm just jumping in the front here and it's spacious and it's got lovely finishes, very premium. Heated seats, it's got a lovely vegan leather finish over all the upholstery. It's got a lovely bit of sew work down there. Storage bins, storage bins, storage bins, storage bins. You can also charge your phone wirelessly on this mat. I mean, how futuristic is that? And that is one of the big selling points about the Mach-E is all the technologies built inside it. Now, everything is controlled by this center 15.5-inch console. It's coated with a non-reflective coating, so no matter what the lighting conditions, you can always see the screen. First thing that comes up is drive modes. Now, there is 3 drive modes when you are driving with the Mustang Mach-E. The first drive mode is active. So that's for your everyday driving. That's for taking the kids to school, going on the shop run, you know, standard. The second drive mode, which is going to change the lighting and it's going to make it all dampening, all the sounds are dampened, is whisper mode. So that's where you just want a nice chill drive. You just want to relax and just chill out. And now this is my favorite, is the untamed mode. Now this is where it sells it as a Mustang for me. It tightens up the steering, it revs up the performance, all the lighting inside changes, and it feels like you're behind the wheel of an old original Mustang. That isn't even all the technology. It also has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and located in the middle here, it has a cloud connected modem. Now, what does that mean? That means that you can either put a SIM card into it, or you can connect it to your Wi-Fi at home, and it'll update all the menus, all the navigations for you, and you can use it as a mobile hotspot for the kids in the back. The final bit, and this is probably one of the most interesting selling points of the Mach-E for me, is the Sync 4 driving system. It's Ford's brand new intuitive driving system. If I go on the menu here, it's got my own personal profile. It knows what I like. It knows that every morning I'm going to the same coffee shop. It'll route me there. It knows how I like the color inside the cab. It knows what I like the temperature at. It knows my favorite radio stations, and it starts to learn more and more as you drive. Now, one of the only physical buttons you have on this entire Mach-E is just down here on the volume knob, and that's to control the sound out of these beautiful, and they really are cool because they're built into the front, these beautiful B&O speakers. And I'm going to be honest, I might be biased because I work for Ford, but we had the music pumping in here when it got delivered, and it was absolutely banging. And the sound carries all the way from the front, all the way into the back seats, which is where I'm going to take you now. Okay, so I'm coming into the back seats here now, and look how much space I've got. There's absolutely tons of space, a ton of headroom. I'm pushing about 6 foot, and you've got a ton of headroom in the back here. Lovely finishes, lovely. Again, it's more of that vegan leather, lovely embroidery. It's the sense of space you get from the parallax roof, and it's a single full piece of glass all across the top of the roof, and it kind of a little bit makes you feel like you're sitting in a fishbowl, but like in a good way. Like you just get a real sense of space in the back. But what I'll do is I'll meet you back at the front of the Mustang so I can tell you all about the offers and everything we have going on at People's Ford to do with this Mach-E. If you're in total interested in this Mach-E, you want to give it a look through, you want more information on it, we have all the information on the People's Ford website and the social media channels. But thank you for watching.